There we go. It's because I didn't actually use a button to do it. And the buttons are what unmute everybody.
We
didn't say anything important, at least. It's just battle time.
We were just like, hey, it's battle time. Time to figure out the music. And we're figuring out everyone's initiative. So, yeah. Well, that's cool. On the stream, it looks like I'm looking at the map, but I'm actually looking at my other monitor.
Nice.
That's nice.
And over here, we have bad guys.
Yeah, we have a spider. How big is this spider?
Look at the map.
Like a full medium-sized
like a
creature?
solid, like, 7 feet wide.
I mean, it's a solid 5 by 5. It's
That's pretty spooky. All right.
Yeah, it's like big, but a baby version of what it could be.
Oh, we got a proper Shelob on this.
Okay. If there's nothing else to add to the initiative order, I believe that Nora goes first.
Alrighty.
So, God.
What are you gonna
I
do?
don't know how to act in this scenario, because this is a little wild to me. I think I'm going to... Honest to God, I'm going to just hold my action. So if the spider makes a move for me, I'm gonna hold just my normal whip action.
And I also want to remind you that the spider is on the ceiling.
How high is
How
the ceiling?
high is that?
The ceiling of this area, because where you fell in is obviously like the 35-foot drop. The ceiling of this area is probably like 12 feet.
Okay, so that would
It's
be
not
out of
crazy.
my range. That's out of
Yeah.
my range anyways.
Yeah.
I'll just hold my normal whip action then, and if it moves within my range, which is 10 feet, and like makes a move towards like attacking either me or I'll say Io, because Io's right next to me, then I'll attack, but I'll just kind of ready that action and just like have my whip in hand and be like, I really don't like spiders.
All right. Next up,
Zephyr.
Okay, so I'm the circle to the left.
Yeah, it's a stove.
And then I
Love
assume
it. The spider's
Ryan,
just like above you, like.
Ryan is the yellow cabbagey flower thing.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm the bathtub.
Listen, I haven't figured out how to
I
import them
love
yet.
it. I love it. The energy, immaculate. I love being a bathtub.
Okay.
More like a hot tub, am I right?
Put them.
Yeah, okay. Well, I can't do anything significant, but if ceiling is like 12 feet high, and I'm like almost 6 feet high, that would suggest that it's certainly within 10 feet of me if I at least get directly under it. So,
yeah.
I'm gonna move to wherever I need to be, and take my own whip off of my belt, and just, wacha! Smack the spider.
Alright. Wacha!
I'm just gonna be like, ah! Something drips on his shoulder, he looks up, oh!
Yeah, you whip it, the spider just kind of rears back like...
It's a 14 to hit.
14, let me check. Summarize. That hits exactly.
That's 6 whole slashing damage.
6 whole damage. I say your whip like wraps around one of its legs and actually like drags it part the way down because it like falls from the impact. So now it's kind of like
Directly
half
onto
on
my
top
head?
of you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not grappling you, but it's like gross.
Very fun.
Slimy.
Well, if I pulled it down into melee range, then I'll pull a dagger off my hip and try to hit it with a bonus action.
For mechanics' sake, I'll just say that it's partway down the wall since like you didn't actually drag it, but it's just flavor that you messed up its leg a little.
Okay, but I can't stab it.
Spicy.
You can try at disadvantage because it's still like halfway. Like,
I mean, you could also be throwing the dagger.
Yeah, but like, he doesn't have a lot, but he does value his thing. You know, I'm not just gonna be like, "Wah, run away."
Your choice, my dude.
I got a nat 1.
Oh no.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, your
because
dagger just kind of like.
Disadvantage.
Hits rock next to it because you're just like, ew, spider. What's happening?
My first roll was a 23.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All right. Next up, I believe it's Io.
You are correct.
I was going to move over top of where the torch is.
Mhm.
It's out of range of a 5-foot attack, right?
Yeah, right now it is.
Okay. I have a question.
It's probably more like here. Here we go.
In Io's battle experience, does she think she could tear this thing in half, or will it take like more than a couple stabs to kill it?
I think it would definitely take like multiple large hits.
Okay. Then
Depending
Io
on
is
the
going.
weapon. So.
Yeah. Io is going to grab the. It assumes it's she assumes it's venomous, so she wants to get ahead of that. So she wants to grab the torch on the ground. She's going to get up as close to the spider as she can while being adjacent to Zephyr. And she's going to hold her action to, when she can, try to thrust the torch into the eyes of the spider.
Okay. So you're holding your action for what?
To just attack with the torch specifically in its eyes, if she can.
No, but what are you waiting for, did you say?
Oh, for it to just get within range.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I take it back. That goes against something else I wanted to do. Because I need to save my reactions. Instead, I'm going to throw a spear. Or no, my javelin. Because I have...
Then I'll move things back.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
I realize that holding your action takes your reaction, and I don't want that.
All right.
I love the chat right now. Gay Santa.
Is that
Gay
Max?
Santa or yay Santa?
Gay, as in.
That's a 23 to hit.
That absolutely hits.
Better be.
You
I'm
just
not
like
gonna look
got your
him, but I
eyes
can
on
do
this
that.
spider.
That is 6 piercing damage. And then she's going to end her turn being adjacent to Zephyr.
Right, so you throw the spear and it just like impales the spider, not in like a, it's not dead by any means, but definitely in a big spot, and it's kind of like, kind of rearing up, and it climbs down and it gets on the ground in front of both of you, just like, its weird like spider mouth is just like, all of its eyes shining with the firelight in front of it. And next we have Spider Boy. All right, so seeing, let's see what the biggest threat is. So it is going to attack Io as it just got absolutely impaled. Yeah. Absolutely impaled. With its web, it kind of rears up and just that is a horrible roll. 7 to hit.
7 to hit. 7 does not hit. She roars back at the spider.
All that armor.
What?
She roars back at the spider.
Clearly going through something.
The spider's just like upset with itself. It's like, and you're just roaring at it. It's a very
I'm trying to attract
sight.
attention.
Yeah, you feel like you're winning. All right, and that it's going to stay there and kind of hug the wall. But let's see. Nora, make a perception check.
Ooh. 22.
22. You hear from kind of like your diagonal upper right some kind of rustling and like clinking noises. Clinking is not the good word, but something adjacent to clinking.
Kind of like metal on metal.
Not metal, specifically not metal, which is why clinking is not a good word, but I can't think of anything else right now.
Rustling.
Hard, like something like stone-ish. You just hear some kind of noise.
Okay.
You hear a sound.
You hear a sound.
It sounds
I'm
sounding.
assuming I have dark vision of 60 feet. Can I see anything down that tunnel? Like,
No. It is full like rubble. Like even past where the light extends, there's no like wall there. Or no, there is a wall there. Like you can't see through. It's rubble. You can't see through it. I can't use words today.
okay. Nora's just gonna be there like, okay, so we're fighting a spider, we could have just run away. This is fine. Okay. I I'm gonna go up to it, and I am going to cast Thorn Whip.
Ooh.
I'm all.
What does that look like?
So, because she was gonna use her regular whip, and she was like, no, that doesn't feel enough. So just kind of like, like how in some of the Spider-Man movies, like the web just kind of like comes out of his wrist. She kind of has like that effect with her whip,
Be
where
McGuire.
it like comes out of her wrist and it like grows thorns as it goes out, and just like green vine, red thorns, like very rosish, thornish. Whips it out, wraps it around its neck. Do spiders have necks? I don't know.
Sure.
Nope.
This one does. Let me roll to see if I actually hit that thing.
Neck adjacent.
Oh, and I'm gonna say she's left-handed, so she does it with her left hand.
Okay.
I lost my dice in my blanket, and I don't know where it went.
Please hold.
Just a shame because that one rolls really well. That is a 22 to hit.
That absolutely hits. You guys are rolling crazy.
I
Oh
don't.
my God.
I keep rolling 16s. That's gonna change. It only does 1d6 of damage though.
Okay.
4.
Wonderful.
And I believe that's piercing damage, if that makes any difference.
It does not.
This whole time you have done magic?
Shut up! Fight the spider! Where's my dice? How did I lose
She
it?
might be spies. I didn't know she had magic either.
I literally don't know where it went. Keep going without me. I'm gonna mute for a second. I guess I'll also, in order to do that, I would have had to move closer, because I mean, it's a 30-foot range.
You could definitely do it
You
from
did
back
not.
there. Too.
I'll move a square closer, just so that I'm
Alright.
still near Io in case I need a human shield. And I don't think I have a. Oh my gosh, I do not want to open Microsoft Word. Sorry. I don't think I have a bonus action. Unless I want to punch it, but I think I can only do that if I have punched it before. I don't think I can do spell punch.
Spell punch.
That's also up to the DM. But also, Nora doesn't want to get close to this thing, so she's actually not going to do that.
If you don't want to get close to it, then don't get close to it.
I'm going to get close. I am going to stay here. That's my turn. It is
Alright.
now Zephyr's.
Zephyr.
Ho ho. Well,
Ho-ho.
now that Ryan has moved up, I don't have something that I thought I had, but I'm just gonna back up but not disengage because I like potentially dying.
Alright, so disengage. Let me figure out how to just hold on. Let me figure out how to just pick up you and not. Oh my god. Hold on.
Ideally, like left.
Haha, now you know the struggle.
I'm gonna go.
Yes,
I'm
the
gonna go,
worst.
No, I'm
Found
gonna go,
it.
I'm gonna go left.
Where do you want to go?
Left.
Left?
Like right where that splits. Like right up against the wall. Yeah, like right there.
Alright. Put you where the thing is. Alright. Disengaged.
We've made a
No,
lot.
I didn't. No, I didn't disengage. I just walked away.
Oh, I thought you said you did disengage.
No, I said without disengaging because I like potentially dying.
Well, then you're getting attacked.
Yeah,
My friend.
that's yeah.
All right. The spider is going to attempt to bite you as you narrowly escape. Oh my god, 10.
Yeah, I think it missed.
Wow.
I like smack it. I'm like no, and then I, from that distance. Wait, okay, hang on. Is Ryan's character right next to it?
You're kind of in a diagonal. So Brian's the cabbage.
Oh, okay. Is he within 5 feet of it?
Sure.
Nice. That's all I need.
Because the spider's like fallen from where it's been at this
Well
point.
then, as it is distracted with Ryan, I'm going to attempt to whip it with good accuracy. Oh my god, I almost had a nat 20. I was about to cry, but I didn't get that. But I did get a regular 20.
Oh, well, that definitely hits.
So I'm gonna do this with real dice. So I do a d4 from the whip, plus another d6
Alright.
from my sneak attack.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Dang, that sneak attack did not come through. So I did 8 damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's it.
The spider is like looking very, very messed up right now. Like one of its legs is like hanging on by like its own spider silk, and it's just like trying to make its way across the floor.
That's it. That's all.
Alrighty. However, you do hear scuttling sounds of what seems to be very familiar spider sounds coming from behind you.
Oh, behind me. Oh, nice.
Mhm.
I moved to a good spot.
Where would you like to move?
Oh, I don't know. I kind of like that spot for
Okay.
now. Although, yeah. I'm gonna stay.
Okay.
Io yells out, just stay next to me.
Okay.
Literally,
Swinging
Where
my-
did the music
using
go?
her as a human shield. Just
Blowing my
like
whip around.
I just realized that the music was off.
Yeah, I just
Weird.
realized that too.
Is currently not playing.
Hmm.
I left the voice channel due to inactivity.
Stop.
Ryan, you are a menace to society. That is all.
Io,
Thank
what
you so
would you
much.
like to do?
Oh, okay. In that case, all right. I would like to attack the spider, and I would purposely like to avoid hitting its face, if that's okay.
Okay. You would have to like move somewhere because from the diagonal, like the spider's literally facing you.
Could
I
I
can't rotate it, but it is.
could I try to step on the spider and then stab down?
Sure, why not? I'll say, make your attack. Make an athletics check. And then make
Athletics? Okay, then
Yeah.
I'll make another roll. That's a good old natural 20 plus 5.
Oh,
Hey.
you do a little like hop and a skip over that spider.
Okay.
I cannot imagine Io skipping, let alone in full armor.
Well, she's in medium
Wait.
armor. It's actually it's a chest plate, and she has a green cloak, or like half cape that sits
Yes.
over one shoulder.
The dramatic.
But her like
edge.
arms and legs are mostly free.
Yeah.
All right.
If there was wind, it would be billowing, and you'd look very heroic.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
Like,
Then I have
in
a
play.
13 plus 5, 17 to hit.
That hit?
All right.
You say 13 plus 5 equals 17.
Am I
Either way.
little dummy? That is going to be. Ooh, I'm sorry. Forgot my things. Okay, and that is 7 points of damage.
All right, you see as this spider and it like falls on its back after being impaled and does the thing where it like curls up its legs. It
Okay.
is dead. However, you do hear coming from behind. I was about to say crumbs. That's wrong.
Oh, hey
Coming from
guys,
behind
I'm making
Zephyr.
a guest appearance this episode.
Another spider, and from the like what's happening with my screen? Sorry, what's happening with my screen? From stabbing down into the spider, you shook the room a little bit, and you see that some of the rubble that Nora was hearing sounds from has fallen a bit, and you can now see through here a little more.
Oh.
Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. And as this opening opens, this skeleton seems to come to life.
Oh
Oh,
no.
what the fuck?
So you can add 20 to your
Wait,
initiative.
Okay.
I see the skeleton come to life, and I'm going to yell, "Wait for it to get aggressive. We have a necromancer in the party."
Where?
Are they still alive? Where is this necromancer?
So you can add 20 to the initiative for the spider, and
Spider?
you can
Okay.
add 5 for the skeleton.
Okay, so the spider literally just moves to the top and the skeleton moves to the bottom.
Yes.
Okay.
Alrighty. Where are we at?
Well, if Io just finished, and
Spider should
technically
be up,
after Io would be the skeleton. If not, then it's the top of the round and the spider.
Yeah, the like round was it animating
Okay.
bone
And the
sounds.
spider. The spider is
Spider
before Nora.
Alrighty. So the spider is crawling on the ceiling after hearing the commotion and all of the light that you guys are making, and tries to wrap Io as you were the first one that the spider sees because Zephyr was kind of like in a weird spot. So let's see.
Chillin'.
That is a 22 to hit with its web.
That hits.
Alrighty. Alright, so now you are restrained by this webbing.
Fully restrained. That is.
You are restrained by the massive amounts of like spider silk, basically giant glue string because it's a huge spider. And it is slowly like seeming to pull you into the web that it is crawling upon.
All right.
Who's next?
Me. Sorry, I was just reviewing my spells real quick.
It's all good.
Okay. So Nora's feeling a little surrounded and doesn't trust this other skeleton she's right by. Does the skeleton that just animated look hostile? Like, is that an insight check thing?
It looks. Yeah, sure. Make an insight check.
Excuse me, Mr. Skeleton. You angry?
How you feeling today, bud?
Oh
You
my
doing
gosh,
alright?
these dice are fucking amazing. That's
That
a
was so loud.
21.
Yeah. The skeleton looks disturbed. It looks like it doesn't have like full control of itself and just kind of is moving.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like there are any emotions behind this
I am
skeleton,
just-
although it definitely doesn't look friendly.
Shit. I am going to cast. We'll just do this. I'll cast Fog Cloud.
Okay.
So that creates a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range, and then the sphere spreads around corners, and its area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration or until a wind of moderate or greater speed, at least 10 miles per hour, disperses it. Doubt there's going to be that happening in a cave, but you know.
Can you tell me the size of that again?
20-foot radius.
That is close enough.
And Nora's probably gonna put it. Shoot, around herself. Can she put the point on her? No, she won't put the point on herself. She's gonna put it. Is there as like a distraction, as like a way to pause for a second and be like, "What the fuck are we supposed to do now? Like, should we run?"
So
And
where are you putting it?
So I'll put it kind of like right where Nora is, but not on Nora's person, so just like on the ground.
Yeah, okay. So we'll
And
say the
then-
fog is there.
Okay.
In the blue.
And then since Io's right next to me and I know where she is, I'm just gonna like grab her arm and be like, "Are we running? Are we staying and fighting these things? Because I think we have a better chance of running right now."
Stay and fight. We don't want to run through collapsing caverns.
And I don't have a bonus action, so that's that. Nobody. I can't tell. Is anybody doing bad health wise?
I'm not saying bad. I'm just restrained.
I'm doing good.
You're fine? Okay. Then I won't do like a healing word or anything. I'll hold on to that.
Also, I like how you grabbed onto Io and we're like, what are we doing? As Io was currently horizontal and being wrapped up by a spider.
Alright. That's it. Nora got a little distracted by the animated skeleton, so she may have not noticed at all that was happening to Io.
You just turned around. What are we doing?
So I'm going to just I'm gonna move diagonally up to like the right 1 square, just so I'm not in the same space that I was in, but also not far. So that if the skeleton comes to hit me and I'm not there anymore, you know?
Course.
And I'll just be there on alert.
All right.
And then it's Zephyr.
Nice.
What are you up to, Zephyr?
I don't know. I kind of want to help Ryan, but I don't really know if I'm even capable of doing that. But I'm gonna try. Is he like within reach, or am I gonna need to like get up somewhere?
Yeah. The spider hasn't pulled Io yet. It just looks like it's about to.
Can I just like try to rip it off?
Make a strength check.
Can I like yell something, or is this just happening? I suppose I can't really see, can I?
You can yell something.
Don't worry about me. Kill the spider.
You are a soldier. You know best. Okay. I don't know where that accent came from.
Digit?
That is Digit, isn't it? Yeah. You know, we're figuring it out.
Matt's just cycling through all the characters he's played and seen, and is just like trying to find, throwing darts at a board and seeing what hits.
Just buffering, yeah.
I think that one was a miss. I guess I'll just turn to that other spider right next to me, and I'll just, can you whip within 5 feet?
I think it's a disadvantage if it's ranged.
I forget. Well, it's not ranged.
Correct me if I'm wrong, right?
It's not ranged, it's reach.
I believe melee weapons that have reach, you're fine, but ranged weapons that are that. But I believe we're blinded right now because we're in fog cloud.
Yeah, I think. Lizzie, what's the deal with fog cloud?
It didn't say.
I don't have enough screens.
Yeah, it didn't say anything specific about. It just said that there was fog. It wasn't. It's not like darkness or anything where like nobody can see through it. I think it just.
It said it's obscured, right?
It's heavily obscured. Yeah.
So you probably have disadvantage on anything you can see.
Yeah. The goal was that people would have disadvantage on us, even though it would also mean disadvantage on others.
Yeah.
Like us and people and stuff.
So because of the weapon, no disadvantage, but because of the fog cloud, disadvantage. So.
Ding dong. We got there.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay.
I'm mostly using D&D Beyond. That's a 1.
Oh.
I think he's just gonna.
Eye on the face.
You know, he's feeling a little.
Spider, more webs.
I don't fight a whole lot. I don't know what's going. Just whipping stuff. Just like smacking his whip around. He doesn't.
You go to whip it and like it goes where the spider was, but the spider's so fast that it was like already crawling up the ceiling, like with the silk getting ready to pull.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm not even gonna try to.
Oh.
I don't have a lot that I can do. I have very limited.
Level 2. So.
I have very limited actions that are less limited when we're like not in a cave.
Yeah.
In here, I have 2 things, so I'm gonna leave.
All right.
Io.
Right. Io is going to
you
first
have
and
to
foremost,
make a strength check.
Escape. Good news. Yeah. I got an 11 plus a check or saving throw.
Strength check.
Strength check. Okay, then I believe that is 14.
You successfully make it out of the webbing before the spider can pull you in.
Io is few things if not strong.
Just out of pure rage and confusion for what kind of day this has been so far.
I think actually Io is very pleased right now. She's very in her comfort zone. Before she was like, this is stressful. Now she's like, I can kill some spiders.
You got the strategy.
She is going to. She can't see anything around her, right?
I'd say I don't think you're completely blinded. I think it's just like limited.
Okay. So do you
So
think
what
I
are you
can
at?
see? So do you think I can see things within like 5 feet of me?
Yeah, for sure, because it's fog.
Okay. Sure. Then that means I have I can see Zephyr, and that matters.
For sure.
In that case, I'm going to start screaming into the. I'm doing a lot of that today. She's
Yeah,
just
Lots of
like
screaming.
she's just kind of like roaring into the fog, trying to attract attention to herself.
Mm-hmm.
Just so that she can know where the enemy is, and well, she also knows that Nora probably did this to get away from the skeleton, so she wants the skeleton to come to her.
Can you actually, for fun, make a performance check?
I would love to. Could I do intimidation instead?
Sure.
Awesome. Oh, okay. I didn't roll super great, but let's see. That's a 10 total.
10 is what I was thinking. So
Oh, awesome.
you do that, and you kind of like it's an echoey cavern, so like the sound just kind of reverberates and shakes more of the rubble, and even more of the wall by Nora falls. Let me see if I can figure this out. Hold on, give me a second. Pretend these are just light sources and not torches.
Yes.
Use your theater of the mind. All right, all right. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And actually, hold on. This is a disaster. Hold on. Let me fix this.
Take your time, do your thing.
From this, you see some kind of purple light coming through.
Perhaps that is the wizard.
Why do I feel the need to run towards the purple light?
Go towards the light.
When it comes down to it, we are all really just fish.
I
We'll all go
personally-
towards the anglerfish every single time.
I personally believe more in the moth.
That's what I thought.
It flies like it is broken. I relate.
Fun
I don't
fact, moths go towards the light because they think they're going towards the moon, which is part of their mating ritual.
Oh,
That's
so they're
cute.
just horny.
Nice. I was about to say, so the moths outside my house are just really.
They just want to bang.
Almost everything you observe in nature is nature trying to bang.
Damn.
Wow.
Come to watch us play
Right.
D&D. You learn more about the universe.
I can give you so many animal facts.
Anywho's it. Was that Io's end of Io's turn?
Yes.
Yeah. What's up
Then it
next?
is now the skeleton.
Ah, the skeleton is going to, like, clumsily, because it's just a bunch of bones, make its way over to Nora, who's closest. Just like,
How does it know that I'm there, though? How does it know that I moved?
that's true, that's true. I'll have it make a perception check. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That was very good for some reason, but I'll roll
Wow.
disadvantage because
They
of
don't have
the fog.
eyes. How can it see?
I had it roll disadvantage because of the fog, and so I'll say it just moves forward to where you were, and just
Yep.
starts like thrashing about. So it is going to make. It's holding some kind of like decrepit, rusty sword, and it's going to attempt to hit you. But because it's not quite sure where you are, I'm rolling disadvantage. That is a 14 to hit.
Hit me?
Hmm?
No.
Just say it like that. All right, so it just kind of like and just kind of like hits like the wall next to it, and it just kind of crumbles, and it's just looking like very confused and angry
so
in a way
sorry.
a skeleton somehow can.
Can I actually?
I just
Never
noticed
mind,
something
Nora,
in the
go
chat that I think is very important. The thing
Okay.
that the chat has been blocking certain words for me that have been NSFW. One of the words was scrumptious. Apparently that is inappropriate for me. And is on par with
Fragile
the-
young mind.
like
Interesting.
that is all. You may now continue.
So I don't think I used my action on my turn. Do you mind if I backtrack just a little
Your
bit?
action was to
The
get free.
yelling. Oh, that was my action. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Can't backtrack, sorry.
Okay.
Oopsie. Is that the end of the skeleton's turn?
Yes, and since you see this coming through, you hear the clamoring of perhaps its friend
Oh my
coming from that,
god.
and the one next to Io seems to be stirring.
I was literally just going to try to see if I could use my action to just toss the head away from the rest of the body before it started clamoring. Because I was like, I bet I can just make it not happen.
All right, so you can add 2 and 7 to initiative.
Okay. It's basically just skeleton, skeleton, skeleton.
Sick. All right, and those were their actions, so we're back at the top with Nora, I believe.
Actually,
Oh wait,
the spider.
Spider time. Okay, so the spider. Where's my d6? The spider does not get that back. So the spider is going to kind of crawl over and attempt to bite Zephyr, and that is. Let me find its stats again. Spider. That is an 18 to hit.
Yes. Unfortunately.
Finally. That is 6 piercing damage,
Oh,
and
Actually,
you must make a Constitution saving throw.
before that happens, can I use my reaction to use my interception ability, where I try to block and prevent the damage? So I reduce the damage by 1d10 plus 2, which
Okay.
is 7. I reduce it by 7 damage.
Alrighty. But it still
Heal
hits,
one.
so you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
There's one thing about cats. It's that they're so tough. Real burly creatures.
Cats have 9 lives for a reason.
That's a 3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You take... Wow. 12 points of poison damage.
All right.
Nice. Really
So
nice.
I like to think what happened was that the spider went to attack, and then Io like shield bashes it away, but the venom still sprays out just like right in his mouth.
In my eyes. Literally just.
For sure, the spider is
thing.
kind of like half on the wall at this point, and it's just like...
I'm very glad
doing
that
whatever.
Ryan decided to help me there, because if I had taken the full damage, I would be unconscious. So, doing good.
Alright. Who's up next?
Nora.
Nora!
Nora?
Okay, so I'm a little conflicted.
Oh.
I have these fucking weirdos that I met in a bakery like 5 minutes ago, and I don't know them. I don't really know if I have a desire to protect them yet. I kind of want to run towards the purple light and see what the fuck is happening there, but I also have some self-preservation and don't want to be separated from a group of people.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a roll that I can make similar to things I did with the Nyx? Which is like a conscious roll. Like
Your indecisive roll.
I don't have to make a decision, the dice make it for me roll.
Mm-hmm.
What should I do? Would this be... With Nyx, it was charisma over wisdom. I don't know what this would be for Nora.
I think maybe if you're fighting like common sense versus your instinct, maybe wisdom versus intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah, because she's running away from a group of people willing to fight with her into unknown darkness.
So I think that intelligence would be staying and wisdom would be running.
Okay, I'll roll my intelligence first. 17. And the wisdom is also 17.
Well,
I think Lizzie has to make a decision.
you got a decision to make.
Shit!
Huh?
That was not the point. Okay. I was like, "Ah, fuck it. Okay, and she is going to pop. Fucking hit that
Mm.
skeleton.
All right,
Ninja skeleton.
pop up.
That's an 18 plus 6.
That absolutely hits. It's a skeleton.
Sick. And I'll just roll to see if the next hits as well, because it's a bonus action.
You hit it, and like you can see its bones like struggling to stay together.
Okay,
By whatever
the sec-
strange arcane force, they are staying together.
The second hit is a 19.
Absolutely.
Okay. First hit is 6 damage.
Okay.
The second is 7 damage for a total of 13.
You see the skeleton just fall. Goodbye.
Oblivion.
I got one of them. I think there's more.
Oh god. Oh god. I'm just gonna move it over here.
Great job.
Okay.
If you get next to me, I can protect you.
I think I'm just fine. We have a comment in the chat. I think it is a fraudulent person.
By followers, friends, and viewers.
Yeah. Sorry, we're gonna choose some.
All right.
Bye. You still got movement.
I still have movement. You said the one nearest to Io is also animating?
Yeah, it's up now. Because its
Okay.
last action was standing up.
Okay.
Because that one is initiative 2.
Okay. So I'm assuming I have the skeletons labeled as like skeleton 1, skeleton 2, skeleton 3. Which one would you say that I killed? Just pick one.
1.
Just so I can cross that off my little list here.
Because that was the first one.
I
Nice.
will then go. I'll go over to like be like in between Io and Zephyr and just be like, oh well.
Like here.
Yeah.
Alright.
Take care of Zephyr if you can.
Do not tell me what to do.
Everybody out here
Sorry.
thinks I need. I'm a guy. I got hands and stuff.
Okay, Zephyr's
I don't
turn
know.
is
It's not
next.
supposed to be relevant. It's not supposed to make sense.
Alright, Zephyr.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and. Yeah, that takes an action. Okay.
Lizzie, how long does Fog Cloud last? Is it a
Excellent
constitution?
question.
Is it a con save?
Don't think so, but I will check for you.
I just realized it was still up.
Yes, excellent question. Oh, it is in fact a concentration, but I have not been hit yet.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Just checking.
It's up to an hour, but I will now keep that in mind.
Awesome.
I'm gonna go ahead and use. Oh, okay, that's fine. D&D Beyond just picked me off of my character sheet. I'm gonna go ahead and use
Who needs it?
all of my lay on hands points because I like not
Hey.
being dead. And then I guess I'll try and stab it with my
All right.
dagger as a bonus action because I can't disengage, so I might as well try not to die.
Sure thing. It's just above you with like the poison dripping from its like spider mouth. Does that have a name, Ryan? The spider mouth?
A mangle?
Chelicera, if you want.
That. It's just got poison dripping from it. It's just like.
Is Io within 5 feet of it?
Just out of range, I think.
Oh wait, but the fog cloud's still going anyway,
Yeah.
so I have disadvantage. Very cool.
Oh, I probably should have had disadvantage on those hits I had against the skeleton. My
You know,
mistake.
we all forgot
I
Okay.
will keep it in mind though.
the first one.
Hey, that's a 23.
That absolutely is.
Yay! I get to do a D4 damage.
Go for it.
Riveting. That's a 2.
Oh, hey, you still
I'm
did
just like-
something.
Shouldn't it be
I just like
It's offhand,
feel
isn't
the
it?
venom out of my eyes, and then I'm like, okay. Ah. I
Yeah,
got
just-
a little scratch.
Yeah, it hits the spider and then it hits the top and just falls right back down.
Alright, that's it.
All right.
Whose turn is it now? Oh, it's mine. That's E-I-E-I-O.
You will not. I will just do that always now. I'm sorry.
So the spider is not within 5 feet of me?
I don't think so. I think it's right out of range because when it did the attack on you, it was the ranged web because it was farther away.
Can I move in such a way that I don't disengage from the spider while being within 5 feet of the... Or I don't disengage from the skeleton, but I do get within 5 feet of the...
Yeah, because the spider, it's hard to show on the map, but the spider is on the wall. That's why it's like not
Oh, okay.
within. That's why it's weird on the map. But yeah, so if you moved like, oh god, hold on. If you move like here, you're within 5 feet of it because it's like
Perfect.
on the wall.
I would
Like
love
here.
that. Then in that case, I think I'm definitely prioritizing the spider. I'm going to stab spider.
All right.
I also because like if I were to attack the skeleton, my spear would just go through its ribs and it'd be like, anyway, neat.
Anyway.
Alright, it's a disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled 14 both times, so that's 19.
That hits.
That is 5 points of damage? Yes, let's go 5.
Alrighty. The spider took a big hit. That's still going strong, still on the wall. Now
A little
it's
stabby
hissing
stab.
at you.
Just a little stab. And then I'm really quickly going to turn to Norda. Norda,
Mhm.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. I was just... never mind.
All right.
Skeleton number 2.
Skeleton number 2. Skeleton number 2 is just gonna make his way. Oh no, hold on. Make his way.
Make him
Okay,
away.
but
Make him away.
we can't steal the jokes.
I don't care. It's
We're not stealing
fun.
anything. I'll say he gets. Let's see.
Especially since they've gone to.
Yeah, there we go.
Guess you still also didn't finish last week's episode. That's okay.
Oh my god.
I will say.
Can't believe... I mean, you have 2 weeks.
I've been busy.
You have 2
All right,
weeks.
so skeleton number 2 goes over here. I believe skeleton number 3 goes next.
You are correct in that assumption.
I don't even know what you guys are
Alrighty.
talking about, so.
Crit roll.
Crit roll.
Ah,
All right,
close.
so skeleton number 3 is going to attempt to take its horrible rusty sword and fling it around clumsily at Io. 1, because it's a skeleton and doesn't have muscles. 2, because it's rolling a disadvantage because of the bot cloud.
I told you, it is the necromancer.
Let's see. That is a 9 to hit because it's at disadvantage.
No.
So the skeleton just kind of like, ting, and it just hits the side of the wall.
Cass is not only a spy, but she is also a terrible necromancer.
All right, spider next.
Indeed.
Let's see here. Darn. Okay. So the spider is going to attempt to bite. Well, it just got stabbed, so it's going to attempt to bite Io. That is... hold on. That is a 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
Rip.
The
So
shield
it just kind of lunges, but it's still like half on the wall and it's trying not to get off of its web. So it
Shield
just kind
bonk.
of like misses. All right.
Very cool.
It is now me. Unless someone wants to do
All
something
right.
else.
No,
Question.
spider's just doing that.
Is it an action to drop concentration?
No, I think you can
No?
just do it.
Nope. It's just a free action.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting the impression that this fog cloud isn't really helping too much. Kind of a
Alright.
waste of spell slot. I'm just gonna drop it because we're all clustering in one area. I'm gonna
How
drop
do I
that.
delete this? There we go.
Wow, that looks so weird now. I've been used to it. I'm just be like, I'm gonna see the spider and I'm gonna be like, you guys haven't killed this thing yet? And I'm just gonna hit it with another thorn whip right to the face.
Alright.
I couldn't see it.
That is an 18 to hit.
That absolutely hits.
Got venom in the face.
1d6. 6 damage.
Alrighty.
Baby.
It just kind of bounces back, getting a view of its surroundings now that the fog is dispersed, and then just gets impaled. As much as you can when you're a skeleton.
Is it pulled towards Nora?
I don't know, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not. She doesn't pull it. If the creature is larger or smaller, you pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you. So I guess, yeah.
Yeah, it's medium.
Ah, so
Just
no,
the
then it
person
is not.
size.
It's just a like right in the face, kind of like lion tamers in a circus, being like back.
You say you said if it's large or smaller.
If
I think
it's
she meant.
larger or smaller, and it's a medium-sized spider,
Oh,
so it's not.
that's a weird.
I think
that's
it says is it
I think
larger or
it's-
smaller?
I think if it's large or smaller, because if it's larger or smaller, it doesn't make much sense.
Let me read this to you. If the creature is large with a capital L or smaller.
Okay. So then it would
Yes.
Yes.
tipple because it's smaller than large.
Yes.
So
I
It
don't know if
gets
that's
pulled
relevant.
towards me.
I just queued in.
10
I
feet.
guess so you don't want to walk towards it. You're pulling it to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, well, here's a question.
Okay.
This is not the skeleton I'm hitting. I hit the spider.
Oh, the spider. I'm very confused. Okay.
So here's my question. Flavor.
Come on.
I want to see if this is possible. You can say no.
Okay.
Instead of pulling it towards me, can I pull myself towards it and hit it with a kick, like with the force of me pulling myself? Or is that a little too much?
I don't think the spider's heavy enough on it. Like,
Okay. But even if
just
I'm
pull
not
it
like,
down.
not to like pull it down, to just like, even just pull myself to it, knead it, and
You could try to find like an edge on the rock wall and swing around that way, but I just don't think the spider would be heavy enough.
I'm not like holding onto it on the ceiling.
I'm very
Like-
confused.
Okay. So
I think
I
what
wanna
Karena
make
is
how
saying
this
is that if you were to pull on the spider would move, not you.
I know.
Right.
So can I then in that case like stick my leg out in the force of pulling it towards me, kick it in the face?
So as you're pulling the spider, you want to kick it.
Yes.
So you're attacking with the kick, not the whip.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So like I attacked with the whip in the initial hit. This is why I was asking the question if this is like my bonus action offhand pop. In the face.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're a monk.
Sorry for all the confusion.
It's all good. So
That is a 22,
that definitely hits.
and that is an extra 5 damage.
Alrighty. So can you sum up what you've done this turn? Because I definitely thought you hit the skeleton.
So, I dropped the fog cloud at the beginning
Yes.
of my turn. I hit the spider with my whip, thorn whip.
Okay.
I believe I dealt like 6 damage with that.
7 damage.
No, just 6. It's only a 1d6. It doesn't add anything.
Okay.
And I rolled a 6.
Okay.
So after I did that, I pulled it towards me because it pulls 10 feet towards me, and I kicked it in the face with my unarmed strike attack,
Mhm.
Which is just a 1d4 plus 4, and I rolled a 1, so it was 5 damage.
Okay. Sorry about the confusion, folks. Well,
What
through
happened?
both of those attacks, one of which I definitely thought was at the skeleton and got confused. But we're good now.
Spider and skeleton both start with S, so.
Yeah, it's hard. So you throw your whip. God dang it! The whip to the skeleton. My brain. And you kick it, and you see as your foot comes off of it, just blood just gushing out of this spider. It's still alive, and it's still very angry and hissing at you. But it's definitely struggling. You can tell it's struggling. And through both of those, you have bloodied.
Sick. Okay. That's. Excuse me, my turn. It is now Zephyr's turn.
Indeed. I have so many options, which is why I'm gonna whip it.
All right.
Again. At least I don't have disadvantage anymore. And it looks pretty surrounded to me, so...
And there's no fog cloud.
And there's no fog cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is why he said he doesn't have disadvantage anymore.
Oh, come on, please. No, don't do that to me. That's a 10.
That does not hit.
I cry every time.
You're just kind of like reeling from like the poison still and getting knocked just away, and the spider fleeing over your head, just kind of like not knowing what's going on. You throw out your whip, and it does not catch the spider.
I guess
You
I'll
do
go
an
for the-
offhand attack.
Yeah, I'll go for the dagger. Offhand attack. There's literally
Yep,
no point
sure
to
thing.
not do it, so I might as well. Oh, please! Please! That's a nat 20. We're good.
Yes!
Yay! I get
Alright,
to
roll damage.
contribute 2d4. Yeah.
You throw your whip right as Nora is kicking it in the face, and so it kind of throws it off your whip's course, but then you slice around with your other hand and stab it.
You do
4
double with sneak
damage.
attack as well, right?
But
Yeah.
I don't get sneak attack because that wasn't the first attack.
It doesn't need to be.
Wait, hang on. Let me read it. Once per turn. Oh, when you hit with an attack. Okay. There you go. I'll add 2d6. I did 4 damage from the initial though.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Give me some good numbers, please. Let me contribute something. Hey, a total of 9 damage.
Hey, alright.
4
You
plus
still have the
5.
2 skeletons up. But,
Yeah.
Zephyr, how do you want to do this?
I throw the whip and just, it's like swirling around. It comes back at my face. I dodge. The spider's right there and I'm like, oh! That's it. Extremely unceremonious. He's never really been in a fight like this, I think. And he's just like throwing the whip around. He's not used to this enclosed space. It's just like, it's just right there. He just panic, like stabs it in the face.
And you do. And Nora's kick really helps you out with like making that uncoordinated attack become coordinated in the second half of it.
I'm just sitting there like with my knife and the spider. I just look at Io and I'm like, just pull the knife out.
And
Io gives
poison
him
is
a
just
good
like
pat on the
dripping
back.
from it.
That's it.
Alright, you still got the skeletons, but the main problem is gone.
Heck yeah. Whose turn is it now?
Hiyo!
Io, it's me. I wish I was paying attention to the initiative order at any point. I'm going to
Never
give
been your strong suit, dear.
Zephyr a good pat on the back. And
Bro
Io is
moment.
going to stab her spear into the ground. And then, oh yeah, actually, something else she's going to do. She's just going to drop her water skin in the direction of Zephyr and say, we'll need that for later. And then she is going to walk up to, or unsheath her short sword and go after the skeleton.
Alright.
16 to hit.
Yep.
Ooh, max damage. That is 9 points of damage.
Alrighty. Let's see. Why can't I do math? Oh my god. Okay. So you're just like so proud of like your little like team that has become in this cavern. You whip around and immediately just slice the skeleton. It's still up, but oh boy, does it look very wobbly. Not looking great. If a skeleton could be bloodied and look bloodied, it would.
Do I like cut it and one of the vertebra pops out like it was a Jenga tower, and then it just like
Yeah, and its jaw is kind of like.
nice.
Sick.
That's under my turn.
Then it's skeleton number 2.
All right, skeleton number 2.
It's just a little lazy bones over there. Hee 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 hee. I am very funny.
All right,
Oh.
skeleton moves.
That was so much movement.
That was
I
fast.
counted.
This is
Fast
30
skelly.
feet.
boy.
It was
I mean,
30 feet.
I'm not complaining. It's just like that's a fast skelly. I'm
Well,
impressed
it's like
more than
he was
anything.
making his way during like the whole fight. He was just like.
Ryan,
no, but
Ryan called the skeleton out on its laziness and it said, "Fuck you, bitch." That's my blade. You've never
just, like,
honestly, yeah, the
sprinted.
skeleton sees that you're beating up its friend, so it's gonna come at you with its rusty short sword, and that is.
Tetanus.
I am rolling like absolute garbage. 8.
Oh my goodness.
I think the skeleton sprints forward and Io just goes to her signature steel bash to just bonk it on the head.
Yeah, okay. So that happens. And as this round ends, you still hear some sort of like coughing sounds coming from behind all of you, kind of diagonal to the left. I think, yeah, that would be
In
behind
the
you
direction
right
of where
there.
the spider came from?
Yes. You hear coughing, and it almost seems like you hear 2 sets of voices. 2 different like timbres of coughs.
Okay. Skeleton number 3. Did you already do skeleton number 3?
That was skeleton. Oh wait, no, I didn't do skeleton number 3. Skeleton number 3 is just gonna try and like bonk you right back, Io, because the skeleton is mad and hanging on by the like dried up sinew of whatever muscles it used to have, and it also rolled an 8. It is not doing great. So yeah, it kind of flings its sword around and just hits the wall again and like bumps into its other friend because he didn't know there was a skeleton right next to him. So it's just a big like clattering of bones. It's a very uncomfortable sound.
It's like those like wind chimes that are bone.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. My turn.
All right.
I really want to go after those voices, but I want to go to these skeletons first. And so I'm going to look at Io and I'm going to be like, duck. And then I'm going to run towards the skeleton. And I'm assuming Io's just going to do a little. I hope so. This is for flavor.
I do like a shield boost, and like as she
Yeah,
jumps over me,
'cause
boost the shield up.
Yeah.
Nora's just going to do like a 2 like kick swing to hit both the skeletons. So like her first attack will hit probably skeleton number 2.
2.
And then the second will hit skeleton number 3.
All right.
I mean, if they hit. That's what she's going for.
Yeah.
The first one's a 19 plus 6. So I'm just gonna hit.
Absolutely.
Try total love. 6 damage.
All right. So the first skeleton, skeleton number 2, the bones just go scattering across the floor. You have absolutely decimated it.
Second attack is a 16.
That hits.
Okay. And I'm gonna try a different D4. I just have to find where the heck all my D4s are. See what happens when you put all your dice in a big cup and you don't know where anything is. Ooh, that's 8.
8 to hit or 8 damage?
8 damage. I
Right.
rolled a 16 to hit.
Sure thing. You are boosted by Io's shield and just do absolutely sick kick flips up in the air. And just bash it right through the head. And the jaw that was like hanging on its side from Io's attack just falls completely off the skeleton. Just.
Is it alive still?
Oh, it's still alive. Just doesn't have a jaw now.
So that's skeleton 3 that's still alive?
Yes.
Okay. That is my turn. It is now Zephyr.
Huzzah. You'll never believe what I'm gonna do this time.
I'm a fool. I mixed them up. The one in front of Io is dead.
Okay.
Oh.
Works for me.
So you're over here.
Cool.
I'm gonna move 10 feet. Right. screen went green. Is that happening for anyone else, by the way?
Yeah,
It's happening to me.
Yeah. I don't know why it's doing that.
You all probably talked about it earlier, and I just wasn't listening. Anyway,
No, actually, nobody.
No, we didn't.
nobody
pretty
mentioned
sure
it.
I
We've all
did,
just been
but
sitting in
that's fine.
silence.
I
Okay,
heard something about it, I think.
I open my shot, I light it up, and I smack him with the whip.
I
All
fully
right.
thought you were gonna say you pulled out a gun.
Pull out my gun!
That's
Blam!
done.
Like, I've been hiding this one. I pull out my Glotna.
I'm actually an artificer.
Joke's on
Ah!
you all. I pull out a shotgun and
Oh no.
World War I trench gun. I got a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
was
Yeah, that
definitely,
absolutely
like,
is.
a big machine gun, like Jinx style.
Alright. With my sneak attack, I got a 11 damage.
All right.
Wacha, if you will.
wee mama.
All right. So the final skeleton
What?
goes clambering to the floor.
Smack the
Let
head
the
off that
bodies hit
skeleton.
the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
As it seems that the threat has been gotten rid of for now.
Nora, you are
Is
an
there-
expert.
Is there still a purple light over in the distance?
There is, and you also still hear scuffling from behind you.
And coughing?
The coughing has since subsided, but you hear like sounds and like footsteps, perhaps.
Okay,
That's
I'm
what-
just gonna shush Io and be like, shh. Those might be our friends. We should go check that out. And distinguish the torches. Just hold on to my shoulder. I can see pretty far.
Actually, I wanted to. Somebody should definitely check on the others to make sure they are safe. But I wanted to make sure that we take advantage of this opportunity. I don't have the steadiest of hands, but if one of you could take the venom from the spiders and fill up my water skin, that would be.
I could probably do that. What type of check would that be?
Um,
Medicine? Survival?
sure. Survival check.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I'll
was.
try.
If it was medicine, I would be great at it. But I figured it was probably
I have a
gonna be
pretty good
wisdom based.
survival.
Well,
Wisdom's not great.
Rolled a natural 1.
It's not bad.
Oh.
but-
Yeah,
I was rolling so well on all of the fight, and then it's like spider venom.
yeah,
Okay.
it's really hard to get the venom into a water skin, let alone like it's already like dead and just kind of like dry and fizzling out.
Okay.
And you don't have much luck.
Well, actually, do you have healing capabilities? Because I was thinking maybe Zephyr could do that while you heal the others.
I have some, yes.
use-
Let's. If you want to get the venom, get it yourself. I'm going to go and see what those voices are about, and I'm just gonna walk away.
All right, I will go with you. Are you going to be okay, Zephyr?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm doing good.
All right.
My eyes still burn a little bit, but
Then Io is going to use the remaining water, whatever water is in the water skin, to just like pour over his eyes. But then be like, well, if you want to, you can fill this up with venom. It is empty now.
Yeah.
I don't even really know where to begin to do that, but I could try.
If you think that would be good.
I approach the dead spider.
All
and
right.
I guess just also make a survival check.
Mhm.
I didn't even think. Do you even have high wisdom?
It's not. It's above 10, if you'd call that high. It's 13. I got a 9.
Oh no.
Yeah. No, Nora already kind of made a
Is
mess
it?
of what was the spider.
Spider.
So there's really nothing for you to even salvage from it. You're trying to like claw through, but to no avail.
I got nothing. I don't know.
All right. Well, we tried.
Nora's already gone.
Not a
She's
lot
like
of
at a
giant
distance
spiders
away.
in the hidden away.
As you guys are dealing with this spider, you hear like some kind of reverberating clang from behind you, and bones scatter once again. As you see Felix holding a frying pan. You guys are okay, right?
We're
We are
fine. Are
doing
you
good.
alright?
Yes, those skeletons. So me and Cassie were trying to fend them off. I just had what I had in the kitchen that fell.
We think it might have come, or at least I think it might have come from this purple light source over
Purple
there.
light. Oh, weird. Cassie, get over here. And you hear more footsteps.
Does Cass have any injuries?
Yeah, no, she has the same like knee scuffs from falling and like various cuts from short sword debris of the that all the skeletons have.
Yeah.
Do you think the purple light under the mage girl's house might be a little suspicious?
I'm a little bit suspicious, but if she was intending for those skeletons to hurt us, then they probably would not have hurt her as well.
But you said that they might be traitors.
They could be, but I am unsure of the entire situation right now, so we should keep that to ourselves for now.
I'll just do what you do.
You do what you do. Your strengths are your own.
I'll do what I do, but following you while I do it.
And then I was going to. What race are the other two?
They're both
Cassie
human.
and Felix. They're both human. Okay, then I'm not going to extinguish the lights because I don't want them to be blind.
Yeah.
Io's confident in her defensive abilities, blind or not. She is not confident in theirs.
Yeah. No, Felix is just like bloody, like his apron is torn. He's holding a giant frying pan. And
Can
then
I-
Cassie is just kind of like very aware of her surroundings.
Can I actually take the wrapping off of my neck and try to wrap up any obvious injuries from Felix?
Yeah, sure thing.
Any
You can make a
sign of,
medicine check if you want.
Any sign of Goro or Boris?
18.
No. 18. Yeah, you're patching Felix right up.
Awesome.
I'm
Sorry
going
about
to
this.
Go check that light. I'm just gonna like sneak. We make quite the ruckus. There's not really a good way to sneak. However,
Yeah.
if I could do a stealth check to make it a difference, like I
Yeah,
just want to peek in, so I'll just make a little stealthy. Whoopsie whoops. That is. Oh, 18.
I think you're pretty stealthy. You're trying to like quiet your footsteps in this like very this echoing cavern, but you're making your way through it.
Making my way.
Making my way. I don't mean to be saying it that much. It's just like part of my vocabulary now.
No, it's gonna happen. Like it's a common phrase.
Yeah.
Okay, so do I see anything from the room that had the purple light?
So you see the light, it's very strong coming through like a crack in another adjacent room. So you see like when the rubble fell the few times, it probably broke free and is just like letting the light through. It's just very bright, so you can see it in that other room too.
I don't have very good arcana, but can I do a sort of arcana check just to see if like this was the source of the skeletons kind of thing?
Sure.
7.
You are not really sure. You just know that like skeletons are creepy and purple light is creepy, so maybe.
Okay. I don't know if from where I am Cassie can see me, but I'm gonna just kind of be like,
She can definitely hear if you like
come here, come look at this.
What? What is it?
You know necromancy, right? I'm just gonna pretend that it's canon that you told me that.
Sure.
So, this purple light, is it related to the skeletons?
I'm not sure actually. And you see her just kind of like get down. She's looking at the light in between the rocks. She's like, "Wait, could one of you help me take these rocks out so we can see what's in this room?" Perhaps?
Io will walk over because she's strong, but also she's going to open up her map, the strategist map, and speak the word Dehito Dromo
Mhm.
into the pages so that they fill up with this cavern.
Mhm.
Did the map make any helpful notes about this area or about the crack?
You've seen most of it. You see that the crack leads to a very small room, like not room, but like cave room, and
Big enough
it's
for
a
a
dead
person to
end.
fit?
Hmm?
Big enough for a person to fit through the crack?
Yeah,
If
like
we
it's big
clear it?
enough. It's big enough for a person to fit, but it's not big enough for like multiple people, and it doesn't have any space for like a giant spider.
All right. And I'm going to also just, and I don't see any notes about like warning of collapse or anything like that.
No, it seems like the
Okay.
tremors have subsided for now, and as long as you don't do anything crazy, you think you're okay.
Jokes
Okay,
on
then
you
I'll
all.
help.
I have shattered. No, I'm
Well,
I'll help move the rocks because I've got good strength.
yeah, Felix comes over. He's like, I'll help you too. Done my fair share moving these things. Ugh. And you can just do a strength check for me.
I'll just stand watch because I'm not particularly good at that.
Any chance it can be athletics?
Sure.
All right, it's still not very good, but it's better. 9.
You know, with Felix helping you, I think you'll get advantage.
Okay.
I mean, if I could push it by flipping around it for a while, that'd be
Mm.
pretty awesome.
Much better. 23.
That's great. No, you're effortlessly picking up, like, you got like an assembly line system going with Felix, like kind of like handing them to each other, handing them off, and eventually you make a big enough space in the rocks to be able to, for one person to kind of like walk through into this tiny room. So who wants to go in?
Should one of us check first to make sure it is not dangerous?
I can go.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll just wiggle my way in.
Alrighty.
Always want to be first to the treasure.
So you see it's fairly empty. It's just kind of like the rest of the cave, just loose rubble, but in the middle of the room you see this like small gem on the floor emitting this odd purple light amidst all of the other rock forms around it.
How big is it? Is it like
You
palm
can fit in
size?
the palm of your hand. It's pretty small.
What is it?
There's a purple gem on the floor.
What? Purple jam! I come in immediately.
You can't fit. There's only room for one person.
I'm in
I
there.
block you. I'm like,
I'm- What? Like,
You can make contested strength
I
checks.
want
if
to
you
climb
want.
up the wall next to her. And just like
I'll make a contested
look
strength check.
down.
It'll be
Well,
shit.
back to you have climbing speed, so
Huh?
Make
I
a
was saying if you
contested
wanted to
check.
climb.
I do. I'm just getting over her shoulder. But can I contest with acrobatics and just like slink by?
I don't
But
know.
then-
I don't think you have enough room to do like a cool flip because you guys had to like move all the rocks to make this small
guess,
entrance
okay,
possible.
I'm not gonna win then. What'd you get?
6.
Oh, yeah, I got a 3.
Ah, Nora holds her ground.
That's insane.
I was looking at these two, and they're both, and I was like,
Are they always like this?
You basically tried
I
to
don't know.
slap
I just met
fighting.
them.
We literally just met.
I just want to see the gem.
I'll show you in a second. Have some fucking patience.
Wait,
Uh,
Nora, you didn't touch it with your hand, did you?
No, of course I didn't. I'm not an idiot.
why not?
Because
wanna
Nora
look
then
at
drop
it.
it from her hand.
I'm analyzing. Now shut the fuck up so I can focus. Now that I'm in the room with the gem, can I attempt another Arcana check?
Sure.
Okay. Come on, bitch. Give me some good shit. Ooh. Ooh, 17.
17. All right, you've been around enough magic in your life so far to like kind of get the vibes of what school something might be from. This, if the skeletons weren't obvious enough, it definitely feels like necromancy, but it feels off. It doesn't feel like the natural forms of magic that you're used to seeing.
Necro funky.
It's it's definitely necromancy, but that's a given. I don't know if I feel okay to pick it up, so
I wouldn't. This definitely isn't familiar to me, and I've been studying it for years.
Felix or Cassie, you didn't happen to see a way out of this place? Did you?
I'm not really sure. We fell and there was a large tree trunk that fell on top of us, but it didn't seem like it had a way out. Maybe we could move that. And as you hear that, Rock comes barreling through behind you, and you see Goro and Boris
Is
just
that the
looking as
music?
strong as ever. Hi guys,
Hey,
made it.
don't suppose you had an encounter with skeletons?
I didn't actually. I was just fighting some spiders over there. And
First,
Boris was really holding his ground. What's with the weird purple light that you got going? I think that I saw some daylight coming from where I fell, so if you wanted to get out of here.
That would be nice. Also, is the music like
It's just like a
screeching?
scratchy,
yeah, a
screechy
little
sound.
screechy.
Sorry.
That's okay.
That might be an evil song.
I was gonna say it
There we
sounds
go.
literally like a
sorry.
saw just like scratching straight
I'm working
metal.
through it.
Please
Pretended
don't tell me.
spider sounds.
No, it's fine. It's just I was like, please tell me my laptop is not broken right now. um, I don't know how I feel about leaving this here.
Cassie kind of steps forward. Well, does anyone of you have a bag of some sort or something we could wrap it in?
I have
I
a
have a
bag I
backpack.
could use.
We could
I
probably
also
do that.
I have a mess kit. You can just put it in the cup.
That's true.
I'll just like use like a spare handkerchief that I have on me because of course I have a handkerchief. And I'll like drape it on top of the gem and then like pick it up.
Io pulls Zephyr, but somewhat behind her and lifts up the shield. She's in her mind. She's like, if it's gonna do something, a handkerchief is not gonna stop it. So just like,
Are we hiding, boss?
Does
there is
anything
no
happen
way
to me?
that handkerchief is
No.
going to do anything if anything is going to happen.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Nothing
I'll
appears
just
to be happening.
open my backpack and just like I'll like tie the handkerchief around it like a little like sack. You know in like Totoro where he gives her like the little
I know
seed?
exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly like that.
Are we
And
supposed
I'll
to
just
not
put
touch
it in
magic
my
gems?
backpack.
Is that generally just
I
a thing?
don't know. It case by case basis.
You want to be careful.
I don't really.
You
I don't
never
really.
know.
One surrounded by skeletons in a cave-in could certainly suggest something problematic.
Maybe we can get one of your professors to look at this, Cassie.
That's what I was thinking, actually. I've been looking for a project for my final thesis for a while, and this just might be it.
We are in the
Also
steer, are we
probably
not?
sell for a pretty penny.
You two were talking over each other, so I didn't hear.
Sorry, we are in the steer, are we not?
We are.
You would give a magic gem to a nation that we were at war with no longer than 6 months ago?
I'm not giving it to them. I'm using it for my research. The school is just there.
The academic access remains.
Well, I think that's the only route to learn the magic that I want to.
What
The
about the
other
League of
option I
Lestier?
presented was to sell it.
The League doesn't have the same arcane education that Arcanlaia does. Nowhere does. I'm not an adventurer. I'm an academic.
Yes, but don't you think getting some adventuring ability would be helpful? Squishy wizards and all.
I mean, sure, but if I were to research this, I would probably use funding to get some people to help me. In
Just be
fact, I
careful
was
who has
hoping that
access to it.
maybe
I have a
you
question
could help me with this.
about this funding. If we
Funding?
were to, yes, say, be the ones to give you this gem, would we get a contribution of the funding as part of our assistance?
Why does this one always talk about gold all the time?
Here's what I was actually thinking. So, as
Full
part of my
without honor.
research,
Mm.
I obviously have to get some field work, and as your friend noted, I'm, what did you say, squishy? I
Very
spend
rude.
most of my time in the laboratories or whatever. My phone, okay. I think that this gem needs to see the light of day in order to get research on it, so maybe you could hold on to it and we could be in contact. And as the research goes on, I could present it to the board and get funding and pay you for your help. Maybe?
I think this is more amenable to me than giving them direct access to the gym.
Sure,
You want me to
it would just be
pay?
going to me.
It works for me.
Of course, we have to get out of here before figuring that out.
you.
And Boris
No,
is
no,
just kind of
I
standing.
like it. I
God,
like
Goro and Boris. I keep messing up their names. So are
And
we gonna?
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of this joint.
Yep,
All
I was
right.
just gonna check her map as they go, just to double check.
Yeah, you see on the map, it has like areas that seem more unstable than others, but the direction that you're going with Goro seems a lot safer than what you guys fell into.
All right, very cool.
Nice.
You might have to move the town. It looks like these caverns might run throughout your small area.
Move the town.
Any of you can make an Arcana check.
Oh,
No,
I'm
that's
kinda
okay.
good at this.
That's not a question I need answered.
11.
Okay, never mind.
13.
All right,
I think you kind of get the gist that wherever the purple light could like touch, that's what was causing the problem. So that's why Goro didn't seem to fight any skeletons because he had burst through the wall.
Oh, very cool.
Noted.
For the Arcana check, I said that's not a question I need answered. But then out of curiosity, I had to roll one anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a 0. So,
You just did not, like, you're somewhere else.
You're not sure it's magic.
Just like, wow, this magic stuff.
It's like, oh, that's a cool lava lamp.
Like, can I just touch the rock? I just want to see it. Let me just hold it.
So,
all right.
In that case, there may be a chance that we should keep it completely covered until we have access to. Well, actually, we should keep it covered, but when the light hits a corpse, we may see reanimation.
I suppose you could test that out in the field. We can
All
keep
right,
it covered
first
now.
thing we
Luckily,
need is a
there's
corpse.
I can make a few of those.
Let's not jump to making plans like that quite yet. This is my project writing on it, so
Yeah, I suppose since you're like a college student, you have to be like ethical.
yeah, something like
No.
that.
You know.
Let's
Not
just
in Raidun, you do not.
let's just get out of here and talk about this once we see the sun again.
Sounds good.
All right, you make your way with Goro and Boris. Boris is like having a great time, by the way. He's just like trotting along, like
Boris is such a
like-
bro.
just kicking rocks.
Poor
He
bro.
just like he nuzzles up next to Zephyr at some point, just like.
That is so cute.
All right, and Goro eventually leads you to where he fell in, which kind of similar to how Felix described. There had been like uprooted trees that have fallen down, and it seems like you could probably, through some checks, climb up into the sunlight that you see pouring through.
Okay. I am going to Spider-Man my way up with my thorn whip and do
All right.
acrobatics.
Sure thing.
I was going to stay below and use her shield to like she did with Nora, boost the people up, especially the NPCs.
For sure.
I'll go up. I have an 18 plus 6, so I'm assuming I get up fine.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to do more than one check though?
No.
Then I'll go first so that when I get to the top, I can sort of help.
You can help people up.
Yeah.
Through the use of Io's shield and Nora being up there, I say that everyone is fine except for Io still needs to make a check.
Io has rope in her
Well.
bag, so she's just gonna toss that up to whoever's up there.
Sounds perfect. It is easy enough. You just climb up and out, and you emerge kind of next to the town, in just another like sinkhole adjacent cavern rupture thing. You see the beach, Nora, that you recognize a little ways away, and you emerge, and it is still daytime.
Felix, I am so sorry about your home. We can I don't have much, but and then she's going to give her 2 coins to Felix. It is not much
Oh
and it will
no.
not buy you a new home, but you will definitely need it more than me.
We give them money.
You really don't have to.
Hang
Your
on.
friend gave me quite.
Here, hang
Quite
on,
a
wait.
lot.
If we're giving them money, here's 30 gold. There you go.
Oh my god.
Oh,
What gold do you have?
For like your house or whatever.
that is very generous.
Well,
I don't
you're
know how to.
They
I
were
don't know how to
good.
thank
They
you.
were good muffins.
Well,
we can earn money with our weapons and steel. You earned your money through your bakery, which is now underground.
well, thank you very much. I'll remember this.
I'm so confused.
Hey, sorry, I have less money to give you now.
This is a good cause.
All right, so I'm thinking maybe we can talk about this partnership, perhaps.
Right.
Let's just, I don't know, find a log to sit on since there isn't exactly a chair anymore. She kind of leads you over to the beach where you were before. So
Sand. Rough and coarse,
basically,
then it gets everywhere.
you can keep the gem. Actually, can we see the gem for a second? See if it looks any different up here.
Sure.
There aren't any corpses around, so I don't think we should have a problem.
That we know of. You never know. Sometimes bodies just wash up on the shore, you know. Haha.
You would know.
Open it up.
I was on a
Open
boat.
it up, and it's just a gem.
Does it glow still?
Nope.
I put my cup over it to create darkness
Nothing.
and like peek in.
It's gonna be like, how do you know if it's glowing if you put a cup on it?
Well, then I peek it under.
Yeah, but then light's gonna get in. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't.
You gotta respect the scientific method.
Um,
Whatever was making it glow seems to have subsided for now.
maybe it has something
Maybe
to do with
it's.
the tremors.
Hmm?
Maybe it has something to do with the tremors.
Perhaps. It's strange, though I still want you to keep hold on it. Maybe it's a form of environment? I don't know.
I don't know that they should be played with. You said this happened. These tremors started occurring as soon as the explosion happened,
Yes, about 6 months ago.
and there are no cave-ins in the area previously.
Well, I don't know. We don't typically go underground here. I'm not sure if those caves were already here for the spiders or if they were created by that burst, but the explosion happened above ground, so I don't really see. I don't know.
I don't know either, but the timing is substantial, and it is possible that whatever weapons the Raidun mages were using, well, the key might have found itself here, or a
Perhaps.
portion of it. And that
Well,
would also explain why this was the last explosion.
that's true. What do you remember from that? Have you heard
Uh,
anything else of what this could possibly be in terms of the magic
well, I
from?
was not there,
Yeah.
so all the events I recall, I was told by you.
I wasn't sure if you heard anything, what with that armor and all.
No, I picked this up on the battlefield.
All right. Well, either way, I'm a bit of a a lab scientist myself. Would you feel comfortable holding on to this? Are you are you going anywhere together or what
I'm
is your
going to
plan?
take Zephyr wherever he wants,
Huh?
Ah,
and
What?
I'm
No, I was following you. I don't want to go
well.
anywhere.
Then we can do that. Then I will travel wherever the coin
I
follows,
want to
and I am
go
in search of a priest.
everywhere.
interesting. What about
Everywhere
you?
includes where priests go.
Well, I don't actually know where to go. Um,
Nora, you are a good fighter. I would love for you to join us.
yeah.
You
Well,
could register up with the league. It's a bit of a journey to get over to that city, but
the League? Do I know what this
League of
is?
Lystia.
make an intelligence check, low DC. History check, low DC.
15 plus something.
Yeah, you absolutely know what the League of Lystia is. It is like the core adventuring organization and like protection agency that is in the capital of Listeer up in the north, and it's the main port city in the capital.
We could form a company, start to make coin.
I don't really know if they're my style. More of a lone wolf. Not really. But,
Yeah, I thought you were like a captain of a boat.
yeah, I was.
You could be the captain of our little boat.
Were
We'll
you a
get little
captain of a
boat.
naval vessel in Listeer?
Get a boat.
Sort of.
You're gonna need money if you want another boat.
Also, the League of Listeer has access to boats. That could always get you back to yours.
I don't want to buy a new boat. I just want my boat back. I
How are you going to do that without a boat?
was working on that. Haven't figured it
Goro
out.
kind of chimes in. He's like, you know, if once I get my wheel fixed, you guys can come on my cart. I'm going up to Listeer anyway. Well, not to
Sort of.
Listeer, the
You need
capital.
to fix a wheel?
Yeah, that's why I'm stuck here. I was carrying some stock from the Marsden Wild Orchard, and it got kaboom. So,
I mean, I can fix a wheel. A wheel is very easy to fix.
oh well, please. And he shows you outside to the broken cart full of apples.
Awesome. I don't know what ability score would be involved in fixing a wheel, but
Mhm.
she does have proficiency in land vehicles.
Okay.
Does this, can I use that?
Sure. I'm trying to decide if it's
Well, now I'm offended.
you
because
already know how to fix a wheel, so it's just the process of fixing that you're rolling for. So maybe dexterity plus proficiency?
You got it.
I have proficiency in land vehicles.
Oh, you do?
That's why I said I know how to drive carts. I don't know if that transitions to fixing them.
All right, so I rolled an 11. You said it was dexterity and proficiency, so that would
Yeah.
be 4. So that would be 15.
Yeah, I think that's plenty enough. You kind of it doesn't look great, but it definitely functions to what it needs to be. It's a little wobbly, but it gets the job done.
Zephyr's
I
just
mean,
watching, and he's
your
just like,
bolts are bent on your bolts are bent, but it was really just the putting it back on. But next time you get the opportunity to buy more or see a blacksmith, you should replace those so you don't bend your axle.
Sure. I'm just the Apple guy. I
Zephyr
don't
just
know
watches and
things.
is just like, wait, I could have done that. That's all it had to do.
All in a day's work, it happens. But really, if you guys want to come with me in my cart, I'm going up the coast. You could stop by wherever you want.
Actually,
It
I'll be
gets
honest.
boring.
I don't think I would have been strong enough to do that.
You know what? Sure. Coast is probably where I want to be anyways. My ship's gonna end up at a port somewhere.
Before all of you leave, we have to stay in contact somehow. Let me write down some things. And she writes down kind of like she writes down her Arkenlyre address so that you can letters. Just go. I don't know. You could go to any post office, but especially the archives. I think they'd be able to help you.
Are you knowledgeable of any ciphers?
Ciphers?
Probably
I don't.
sending letters to Raydun, so I would anticipate
Well, you're not sending them to Radun. You're sending them to me.
in Raydun. What if somebody is reading the messages before they get to you?
I suppose. I don't think I know one now, but I'm sure I could pick it up. Maybe we could send
I
like
think
preliminary letters.
I think I have a few I could teach you.
Sure.
Io looks at Nora very impressed.
They're very simple, so they're not going to be hard to learn, but we'll just keep in touch.
For sure.
And there's ways to keep letters simple.
I think there's a post office a few towns away. You'll probably pass it with Koro.
Perfect.
Well, it was lovely to meet you, Cassie.
Yes,
I
Sorry
look
that
of
it
forward
ended
course.
to
up
this
with us
partnership.
in a cave, spiders and skeletons.
Sorry about
And
that. It doesn't normally happen.
Oh,
This is not an exciting town by any means.
Ooh.
Uh-oh, we lost to Karena.
Let me,
oh,
really takes away the illusion of the stream. when all of a sudden Ryan's face is just cut in half.
Poor Karena.
I think Karena's commentary whenever this happens on the side is my favorite part of it. Poor Karena, but it's
It's
very
also
funny.
so funny.
It is.
This time
I
she literally just got booted. Like they just
yeah.
kicked her out.
You know, I think Nora that we could create quite a successful company together.
Are you flirting with me?
No, I was. It was a it was a business proposition.
Business proposition? Okay, well, I'm not interested. I already have a crew.
You already have a
I
crew.
thought your crew.
Io looks around.
I thought your crew threw you off your ship.
I'm pretty sure it was not my crew entirely. So
A mutiny does not happen alone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you'd think if a majority of your crew wanted to keep you, they would have fought on your behalf.
it's a very complicated situation that none of you understand. So if we could just
You're right, I
move on
probably
from
don't
that-
understand.
I have handled my fair share of mutineers.
Sure you have. Look, my situation is very different. I simply want to get my boat back. That's all I care about. Business, maybe not right now.
Business? How about coin?
I still haven't yet decided if I entirely trust you and your motivations. We may not be on the same path. TBD.
Do you
TBD.
trust me
Well-
and my motivations?
No, not at all. Not even a
I
little.
don't know. His motivations seem pretty rock
He throws
solid.
his money around like it's nothing. He
Do you
Is
want
that not
some?
what-
I gave you.
no.
I gave you 15.
You gave me one.
I gave you 15 more to tell your stories, and then you
He
did.
did give 15.
I gave you 15.
Oh, well then I'll add 15 to my inventory.
Hey,
Not in addition to the one.
Matt,
It was
change
in,
back the overlay.
was in conjunction with the one. What? No, that's. What do you mean?
Oh, never mind. That was just
No, that's
a
okay.
message that we got. You know, I think for at least the time being, it is a long trip back to Listir, where you need to go and where we need to go. And at least in the meantime, you could stay with us. It is safer travel. It is good for all of us.
Plus, I give that muffin man like almost all of my money, so I'm gonna need to refill this sack.
You
I
said
mean,
you
it's
wanted
not
to go
really
everywhere.
not a
You wanted
choice.
adventure. There's no greater adventure than killing monsters for coin.
I've never. Well, I mean, chased away some predators, but I don't know if I've ever fought like monsters.
Well, now you have killed giant spiders, and I wouldn't count that.
Nice. I like it.
Well, you are stuck with us either way for now, so you might as well collect the coin along the way, or you could not. Then the money will be more for us.
I mean, I'm definitely collecting coin, regardless.
Well, not if
I'm
you
just
aren't
going to
fighting with
warn
us.
you, you may not like my ways.
What
Well,
are
if you're
your ways?
collecting, well, here, let me give you. I give you a silver coin. Say, there you go. It puts some variety in your collection.
Thank you.
Yeah. So mad.
You-
Bull. Absolute bull.
You look so mad that I did that.
You know what they say. Never mind. Actually, I don't think she would like that.
Do you want a silver coin too?
No, please, continue. Tell me, enlighten me. What do they say?
I think we are, and I'm not sure why, but for some reason we are already on thin ice. So I think I will let it be.
It's ice.
Epimeno, I insist. Ice, like frozen water.
Oh, that. Well, that happens sometimes. It does get very cold in the desert. But
Oh, but I didn't even think about it. You have never seen ice.
well, I have the oasis doesn't freeze, but ice falls from the sky sometimes.
It snows in the
That's-
desert.
Not like often. It's usually more. It's this. Well, I don't even know what snow is, so I don't know why I'm debating that. I don't know. It's like hail, I assume. Occasionally.
Interesting.
I don't know. I'm just going based off of New Mexico weather. I know it gets cold, like super cold in New Mexico, and I know sometimes it'll like hail, but
You know, something else that I want to propose before we get too caught up in it. We should take a rest tomorrow, but I think it might benefit us if we ought to be working together to get a hold of what each of us can do. We got a little bit of a show today, but perhaps we should set up some sort of spotting match tomorrow
Are
to
there any trees nearby? Brent, are there any trees
Many.
nearby? I'm right up the tree. 20 feet of climbing
You
speed,
just
right
go
up the
right
tree.
up the tree. No,
I
you're in
just,
like
I
a
just go,
wooded area.
running up and just wah, wah, like right up the tree.
I have seen many cats climb up trees. I have seen much less come back down.
I jump out of the tree.
Land on all fours. Perfectly.
Presumably, I jumped from less than 10 feet.
Yeah.
They're not huge trees, but they're enough to support your weight.
I can do that.
I still stand by the spotting match, but that is quite impressive.
What did I miss?
We just talked for a while.
Walking.
Okay.
Nora said she didn't want to be friends with us.
Mhm.
I insisted,
Oh, shit.
said we would fight monsters along the way to earn coin.
Plus,
and
you
form
still owe
a
me those
company.
stories that I paid you for.
He does. You do owe him 15 gold worth of stories.
That's a lot.
At some point before you leave, Cassie's going to go over and say, "Now you can't go to campus grounds for the research unless you have a permit, which is a lot of gold. But like I said, we can use the archive's messaging systems to, if you'd rather use that instead of letters, to send things back and forth. Are you familiar with the archive's messaging?"
Am I at all familiar? I don't think I should be.
Make a history check.
Has Io been around since it has been?
It's not a new
History
thing.
Okay, then can I roll a history check as well?
Yeah.
16?
All right, I believe that is a 23.
Yeah. So the archives, or the Astero archives, as they're called, are kind of scattered throughout the continent, and they're big, like arcane libraries. But they do
Are
have
they?
like a famed messaging system that they can use, and they have a very, very unique way of storing their stuff.
And that is owned by Radun?
No.
Oh, okay.
It is their own thing.
Okay.
An affiliate
Never mind.
bipartisan.
It's just a common place for mages to study because it houses all of the research that has ever been done, supposedly.
Yes, I have since I've told others to. Never mind.
We'll figure it out.
Well, we should be in touch. I gave you my information. I'm sure we'll figure something out. I guess this is goodbye for now. I appreciate your help.
It is good to see you. Be careful, stay safe. Maybe you should invest in a shield. I don't know.
I'll be fine, I'm sure. I go back to campus in a week or so.
Well, if you can ever get a hold of us, feel free to.
Of course.
Traveling to Redun, be extra careful.
Felix is just like, "Bye, everyone. Thanks. I'll figure out how to rebuild, and you'll get the best muffins you've ever eaten next
Hi,
time."
Felix.
I'm back.
Nora's
Alright.
just gonna give him a little hug.
And then
Surprisingly wholesome.
you hear the clunking of the cart, and Boris is like getting his like little board harness thing on to get onto the front of the cart, and Goro is just kind of getting in. All right.
I literally confused Goro and Boris again myself because I thought Goro was getting into a harness to carry Boris. Like a baby sack.
Maybe one day. No.
I do love that Boris is like, instead of horses, there's Boris.
All right.
Alright.
So we're off to Verdensee.
You know, it is actually a good thing that it is Boris, because I am actually allergic to horses.
Ah, I just like Boris because I found him on the road one day.
I'm going to crawl into the cart and just lay like on the side, just like full stretched back, like napping.
You try to stretch back, and like there are apples everywhere.
Good.
So it's a little uncomfortable.
That's fine.
Uses
I
them to
will-
like massage her back as she's like rolling there.
Yeah.
Muscles are a little stiff from falling through the ground.
I was gonna eat some apples and then start a watch.
Yeah, for sure. As you guys start to head off, Boris goes, "Hey, watch this," and he grabs some of the like rotten-looking apples and throws them forward, and Boris just starts running. and, and he just keeps throwing like these rotten apple pieces.
Nora's getting no rest.
And with that, you are newfangled adventurers, sort of working together for a sort of common goal that is gold for now. Making
Two
your
of
way
us are at least.
to who knows where. The sun high in the sky, who knows where this adventure will lead. And I think that's where we'll pick up.
Hey, yeah.
Dang it. I want to go on forever and ever and ever until 1 a.m.
Well, anyone in stream, thanks for sticking around. I'm sorry my internet sucks today for some reason. That was a little frustrating, but these guys are masters at improv and could totally deal with it while I was gone.
We are
Masters.
professionals.
That's right.
I'm a master at acting like an idiot consistently.
I took one class worth of an acting class before I left because I realized they'd ask me to act.
Yeah. Well, I
Thank you,
guess we'll pick it up
Andrew.
there. We'll post our schedule on probably Monday or Tuesday, and the podcast version of this episode will be available on Monday.
Schedules.
Sick.
Yeah.
If you don't already follow us on our socials, follow us on our socials.
Rate us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Thank you so much for watching.
5 stars.
See ya, everyone.
No stars.